not he's going to be able to play because of the concussion. I'm just curious your take on that group of receivers as well as the tight ends, don't you?
Still good, yeah. You got Schultz, you got good tight ends as well. I mean, I feel like if he doesn't play or if he does, I feel like they'll step up and they'll play good as well. So, good team.
If he does, what does Collins present?
A lot of challenges, man. Good player, big, strong, physical receiver. Good at the catch. You got good speed. Can make the big play. Good play.
What changes though if he doesn't with their other group of receivers?
It don't change what we do, but we're still preparing as if we're preparing our best and making sure we execute at our tempo and do what we got to do.
Mike told us that Christian's questionable for Sunday, but he's been practicing this week. Just how reassuring has it been to see him out there? And obviously, how much of a boost does he bring you guys?
Oh, for sure, man. But it's Christian right there, man. Be locking up, make plays, good corner. Obviously, him being out there is special, man. And it's good that he's out there.
What does he show you every single week? He seems so smooth with everything he does.
Gonzalez?
Yeah.
He's just a smooth dude. I can't lie, smooth dude. Everything he does is smooth. So he carries himself. He's confident. What he can do, his ability. He works hard. I mean, you see it. Day in and day out, and that's why he is who he is.
Does he eat that way? Or does he walk around that way?
He walks around like that. He's just smooth. He knows. You know what I'm saying? That's that confidence. He got swag to him. I know he's gonna hit me with the aura next, but
I got nothing.
but he got some aura to him, man, and it's good to see. That's good, man. How he carries himself. And it shows on the field, he's confident in himself.
A lot of guys talk about, or a lot of receivers talk about the fact that he doesn't talk at all on the field. Is that disarming at all?
I mean, that's his game. He doesn't talk, but the action show. He knows what he has to do, and he gets it done.
Jaylinn, it feels like your game has really taken a step forward in terms of versatility and different coverages. Like you're able to play pretty much any set you want to on the field right now. How do you prepare to be able to do that in the playoff stage? Things are so much tighter and the tolerances are so much tighter.
Yeah, I mean, it goes down to execution, man, and prep throughout the week. These practices matter, so we got to make sure we execute. We got to execute. We have a game plan. We got to make sure we execute that. Communication is big too on the back end. I feel like communication is a big part of being able to play multiple roles for both of the safeties, whoever. So that's a big thing, playing together and playing as a collective. That's what helps.
Campbell was saying that last week it was hard to even hear Robert make adjustments with
Yeah, I couldn't
how
hear him.
tough was that for you guys as a group, speaking of communication?
It was tough. I mean, the crowd is hella loud, man. I'm over here bouncing, hopping, trying to yell as much as possible. They can't really hear me, so, signals and stuff like that is very important. Obviously, pre-snap is very important, while we're in the huddle, talking about what we see. When we get to the sideline, make the adjustments we make. All those things are important.
Talk about how loud it was. What kind of boost does that give you guys out on the field?
It makes it more fun. When you hear the crowd out there, when you hear the crowd and everybody cheering, man, that the fans are in it with us. So it's a dope feeling out there.
So it was a very nice crowd. You want me to say that way?
Turn crowd. You know what I'm saying? We need more energy out the crowd this week, obviously, but it was a nice turn crowd. The energy was there, and I enjoyed playing in that stadium last week.
Last one for me, 29 newcomers get their first taste of playoff football last week. What do you think that does for them as a collective group and going forward?
Obviously builds confidence, you know what I'm saying? You go through the first round and then move forward, how the games go, you got to tighten up even more. So, now that we're in it, in the thick of it, I feel like we know what to expect. And like you said, like I always say, we just got to go out there and execute. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Taste of playoff action like for you?
Yeah, it was awesome. The crowd, the environment, and then just playing against a great team like that. It brought a little bit of, essentially urgency to every single play. Something that, that playoff mentality I think is going to bring.
What's the talk been like this week around here about as far as getting it done again?
Yeah, they're a good team. They got a good defense. But we're a good team as well. So just got to go out there and continue to execute, continue to do kind of what we do during the week and take it out there to Sunday.
Was there any sense of getting the first one out of the way and just kind of now you know what to expect when it comes to the urgency level?
I think for the guys that haven't played in the playoffs, it was nice to kind of get that and get that win and to feel that environment. But I think as a whole, we're all just kind of excited just to continue to play football.
We thought we might see you out there with a red jersey with Drake and the quarterbacks today. Any extra practice thrown?
Oh man, I need to. I mean, y'all saw it, man. But I'm just glad Coach McDaniels trusted me in that moment. next time I got to throw a better ball.
Was there a film study on it? Like, did you break it down? Did the team break it down? And what were your thoughts?
No, it was just bad throw. That's all it was, just a bad throw. But Drake's brothers gave me a little bit of crap after the game. You know, they're like, man, what? But no, it was a funny little moment. Like I said, just glad he trusted me to do it.
Did Drake say anything when you get back to the home?
No, just next play.
Do you like playing for an offensive coordinator that likes to keep a couple of tricks up his sleeve?
Absolutely. You know, it's awesome. You know, and he's one of the best to do it. And then especially, you know, in this offense, he's brings so much to the table, and it's so awesome just to learn each and every week something new. So.
When you released it, was you like, oh, did you know it right away, or?
I was hoping it was going to come down. I was like, oh, come down, but it did. So.
You've done that before, obviously, so you must have it in your arsenal.
You know, a little bit. Played a little bit in high school. My OC in college, you know, he let me do a little bit during practice and stuff. So definitely got a little bit of a background in it.
What was the crowd's experience like for you?
It was sweet. Super cool. Awesome. You know, coming from a small school, you know, you don't get to experience a lot of that. And, you know, they brought it. And, you know, I'm excited to see him this weekend as well.
We see videos every week after the games of like Steph hyping you guys up on the sidelines. Obviously, he does his pregame speeches. What's it like in that moment when he's just bringing that energy?
No, it's awesome. It's awesome. He brings it, you know, for everyone, not just the team, but you know, also the receiver room, and you know, he continues to bring each and every week. He doesn't lull. He doesn't, you know, take a step back, and even if he doesn't feel like doing it, you know, he's going to bring it. And so, you know, so that's what I respect about him, and he continues to do so.
I feel like in the playoffs, the margin of error gets smaller and smaller. How much do you guys need to just be precise and almost perfect this week?
Yeah, for sure. You know, we kind of always talk about one play can make the difference in the game. You know, continue just to, you know, bring it each and every play, and whatever happens, and next play mentality.
Do you ever feel pressure to be perfect when you're playing a defense like the Texans?
You know, I mean, I think that pressure is preparation. You know, I feel like when you prepare and, you know, you do all those little things, that pressure goes down. And, you know, so obviously, like I said, they're a great defense, a good team. So just continue to kind of do what we're supposed to do.
Thank you.